Why love superficially when we can go from hello to epitome, manifesting destinies.
Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your September 2018 reading. You guys are last. You had 1.7k views, but that's okay. No worries. Everybody's coming out at the same time anyway, so you know. So we're doing our same old deal. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. You didn't just see that. Oh, okay. You didn't see that either. I don't have my microphone on. Wait. Un momento. Yeah, that's better. Sorry about that, Cappies. A little awkward. We're all friends here, right? So, we're going to go ahead and do our same old. We're doing 3 cards for you guys. You guys are moving on from something, huh? Moving on from tumultuous times. You know, some more caramel waters, you know. That was calmer waters, by the way. Doing a little detox, going into a rest. That's totally cool. That's stuck straight up as I was shuffling. But anyway, we're going to do 3 cards for you, as well as for your cross watcher. We're going to do 2 romance angels, and we're going to use the whispers of love to give you guys an overall energy for September. So feel free to set your intentions while I go ahead and lay out your cards and what's not or whatever. That's the dice of resonance. Moving it out of the way, you know. So feel free to set your intentions while I get everything, set up for you and what's not or whatever. I hope everything's been fine for you guys. Just saw you a little over a week ago. It's nice to be back again. Welcome to the new subbies. Everything it is you guys need to know is in the description box below, in case you were curious and what's not or whatever. Okay. So from our Whispers of Love, we're going to get 1 card. Spirit, please give me 1 card for the overall energy for Capricorn for the month of September. Please, Spirit. Just 1 card. 1 card only. 1 card only. You know? All right. Okay, one more time. One card. It's my amethyst. It's pretty, isn't it? Thank you. I've been showing everyone. So anywho, you guys' overall energy for September is love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Looks like somebody's going to need a little bit of scrumph. Are you going to need strength to move on? I don't know. We haven't turned the cards over yet. Okay, present energy. Why do the same cards keep coming up for everyone? 8 of Pentacles. You guys are working hard on something. Past influence. Oh my gosh. This is not a joke. Wow. Okay, that's weird. So that's stuck up for a reason. You guys really are moving on from something. Wow. Okay, that's very odd. Interesting. Okay. The first thing that comes to my mind before I even turn this card over, so I'm just throwing this out there. I feel that Capricorn, I don't know if it was you guys or the person that you're with, I feel someone potentially cheated in the past, and so kind of like distant past, but you and your partner have made a decision to like work past that, right? So it's more or less like forgiving each other and making the decision to go forward and kind of leaving that in the past. So I feel like the relationship is in healing. And then we have the 2 of Wands. Yes, absolutely. I feel that for, I'm not going to say all of you, but I do feel there's a good number of you where in the past, a relationship that you guys are in, so my coupled Capricorns, there may have been a little bit of an infidelity in the past. And you guys now are like working together to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? To kind of patch that breach in the relationship. And I do feel like the 2 of you are moving forward now and kind of leaving the old way of being in the past. You know what I mean? So you guys are kind of like literally with this popping up and then popping out again, which is really creepy. You guys are leaving all of that craziness in the past. So I feel like both of you are turning over a new leaf in your relationship, which again makes me look at you guys' overall energy of love and doors. So it's, I think maybe at one point in time, you guys kind of felt like you wanted to kind of just throw in the towel, but you guys were able to see or realize the love that you had for each other and realizing that the relationship was worth saving. So I see you guys working. I do see you guys working and cooperating together to kind of, iron out those kinks and being clear and being honest with each other. And the thing I can tell you positively moving forward is the fact that it's the potential for it to be whatever it is you guys will for it to be. So if you guys, leave the past in the past, give each other a blank slate, and not, because we have a tendency to do that. We're human beings, where, we kind of throw a person's shortcomings like in their face. You know what I mean? It's making the decision to let the past be the past, to reconcile that and only focus on the future. So to leave all of those things, where you left them. The overall energy that you guys have is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Wow. Okay, Capricorns. Yeah, man. This is freaking beautiful. Make the effort. Oh my God. So you guys are really in love with each other. And I'm like so touched by that right now. Yeah, man. Because I mean, this doesn't happen all the time. I mean, usually cheating is like a deal breaker for people. But I mean, I think it's beautiful, guys, that that you're able to see beyond the transgression and see the person that loves you. So that's super dope. For my single people, the thing that I see for you guys, so say if there's a Capricorn that was in this situation and you guys chose to break up, so please don't misinterpret the prior one. Like, if you guys are kind of on two different pages and you left someone because they cheated, because that is your deal breaker, that's totally okay. But I see you guys kind of leaving behind that chaos and putting the time, effort, and energy into yourself, and you building the life that you want for yourself, and kind of like channeling your manifestation power to create the life that you want, and making the decision to leave the past in the past. So knowing that just because you had this experience with this particular person, it doesn't mean that every person you date after this or every person you encounter after this, you'll have the same experience with them, right? Now for your cross watcher, whoa, they have the 10 of Swords in their present energy. Past influence, whoa, is the Justice card. Man, going forward, it's the Queen of Cups. Wow, okay. I want to turn over this oracle now. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Now, this is very interesting. For those of you who are single Capricorns that have either recently experienced a breakup because of cheating or have just experienced like a really kind of chaotic dating history in the past, right? Well, let me leave out the people who had chaotic dating histories in the past and just focus on the people who've recently broken up. So for those of you who have recently broken up that are like, single because of a cheating scenario, so not my couple that got back together, but I'm seeing that this was like a karmic ending. So it's like the Justice card is right beneath the 6 of Swords. So it's more or less all of this happened, or whatever came out because it was time for you guys to move forward, right? So it's more or less like the chapter, and I'm talking to the cross watcher, the chapter has ended, right? So I feel like there has been like a little mini death, you know what I mean? And I see this as this being very hard for you to grasp. So I think the ending between you and the Capricorn person, so say hypothetically, cross watcher, if you were with a Capricorn that cheated on you, sorry Capricorns, but if you were with a Capricorn that cheated on you, it's like the thing that Spirit wants you to know is that the karmic scales have been balanced, because this was a karmic relationship, you know what I mean? One that had a whole lot of passion going on. So you guys may have been doing a whole lot of, what is a politically correct word to say? What is it? Oh my gosh, this old guy had said this to me. The horizontal polka. Yeah, there was a whole lot of horizontal polka going on, you know what I mean? And not saying that, because I mean, this could be a situationship too, to where you guys just kind of got together to do the horizontal polka. You know, was very, very passionate. Home dude was like Rico Suave in this piece. He's too sexy for his shirt and what's not or whatever, you know. But I see that this has been a very difficult process for you guys, because I feel like this kind of ended and it was a very painful ending for you, to where it was almost too difficult for you to even grapple, because I feel like it may have ended so suddenly that you weren't ready, like you weren't prepared for it. And I feel like that kind of left you kind of unbalanced, so to speak. But the thing about this is going forward, I do see you guys, and I mean, you could be a Libra, or you could be a water sign person, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But I do see you kind of going within to heal these wounds, because the thing that's most important is you don't want to allow, and the love that endures, BTW, is the love for yourself and the love that spirit has for you, boo. But anyway, you don't want to give another person the power and the authority to change the trajectory of your future. So just because they disappointed you, just because they hurt you, they ghosted you, whatever the case may be, it's time for you to nurture yourself and to give yourself the love that you were seeking to acquire from this person. You know what I mean? Because of course you're gonna have to allow yourself to grieve, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, even if you guys weren't officially in a relationship. But I mean, if you started to develop feelings for the person, just because there wasn't an official title on it, that does not change the fact that you had an intimate emotional connection with this person, right? So I feel for you guys going forward that you're going to be taking time out to take a step back, to really focus on yourself, to nurture your emotions, to kind of get in alignment spiritually, and kind of find, what's the word I'm looking for? Like finding your own like personal strength and foundation, like getting back to a place of strength, because I feel like you guys are feeling a little downtrodden. And another thing I think is really imperative is, as you guys take this time to kind of go within, what's important to note is, because of this being a karmic relationship, that means that there was supposed to be a lesson. So there's something that you were supposed to get out of all of this, right? And that again brings me back to love endures, because we're thinking about it in the sense of spirit's love endures. So that means everything that you go through, no matter how difficult or, you know, sad or depressing or disappointing it is, there's always like a gem inside of every disappointing or uncomfortable situation, even in the good ones. There's something to be learned about ourselves. So I think what's important for you guys in the month of September is to take a step back and to look at this whole situation and ask yourself, what is it that you gained from it? What have I learned from this? Or what does the situation say about how I've been showing up in life? Is this the type of person that I want to be with? Do I know what type of person I want to be with? And it's taking that time to find that truth, or uncover that truth within, and then going forward in life to manifest that for yourself, but not to allow this to control how your future pans out from here, because that most certainly will not be in your best interest. And it's really of no, it's like, it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not in support of where you're going. It's not in your highest good to kind of dwell on what has passed, because all of these things ending, it doesn't say anything about you. It's not because you weren't good enough or you didn't do enough or whatever. It's just that you guys came into each other's lives to teach each other a valuable lesson. And although I do see that you were hurt a great deal by this, it's important to make yourself a priority right now. And like I said, to love yourself the way you may have been looking for this other person to love you. And another thing that's extremely important about this, when I'm looking at the Passion card, is to welcome joy back into your life. And I do believe that you guys going within is going to do this. And even if it doesn't, because that can be very convoluted when we talk about going within, because it's like, oh my gosh, what does that really mean? And I don't have time to go into it now. But what I will say is to return to the things that it is that you love. Like, if you think back to a time in your life when you were completely happy, not contingent upon another person. So I'm not talking about, oh my gosh, the day that I met that Capricorn. No, we're not talking about that. But if you go back to a time in your life, not involving like a romantic partner, but I mean a time in your life when you were personally happy, whether it was doing a hobby or being with friends or what have you, whenever you think of that place that brings you joy, like that moment in life, it's almost recapturing that. And that's why it's like I really wouldn't stress it too much on the sense of like with it involving other people, but it's just something that brings you personal joy and fulfillment. And to allow yourself to be in that space, because that's one of those things that will almost segue you into personal reflection and going within. If you're not really familiar with the concept of, like meditating and things of the sort, but that's a very practical way that you can do it, is just finding a place or a time or a hobby or a place, thing, whatever, that brings you joy and fulfillment, and kind of being in that space to start bringing back that joy, because we don't want to stay in the darkness. But the beautiful thing about this is that the sun's coming out and it's casting out the darkness. So I feel like the worst is over for the most part. So even though this is present energy, I do feel like this is something that you guys are coming out of. But, be strong, stay the course, and know that that you, like, this isn't your fault. It's just the time was kind of up on this. Okay. So now we are going to do the dice of resonance. You know what I'm saying? And then for like single people, I do see this as being like a full-on transformation, like really leaving everything in the past behind you, cutting karmic cycles, releasing old thought patterns, old perceptions, old ways of seeing things. And I see you getting in tune with yourself and ultimately manifesting a person who is a ideal reflection of you into your life. It's a little something extra there, a little land, yeah. So this is the Dice of Resonance, a little arts and craft project that one of my subbies named the Dice of Resonance. And we throw these out. I don't interpret them. It's just however they resonate with you is what makes them valid. And we have Capricorn, Cancer, and question mark. So whatever that means to you, my dear. Of course, Capricorn is you. So question mark is, sun, moon, or rising Venus, what have you. So however that resonates with you. But Capricorn, that has been your 2018 September love reading. I will see you guys sooner than later. It has been a pleasure. I love my time with you. Deuces.
Why love superficially